What's up, party people? Happy Thursday. Hope all you having a great day so far. Getting into this episode, ah, getting into this damn episode. That whole scene between Sam and Drew, I skipped that whole scene where he proposed to her. I said, yeah, you might want to get up off your knee, player, because this marriage ain't gonna happen. Even if it do happen, you just setting yourself up for a fail. You're about to take a big L on this one, Drew, because the chick that you want to marry, she's only marrying you out of loyalty, bruh. It's the only reason she's marrying you. Today basically proved that point to me. Because while the Quartermaines are in the living room singing and being all hippie and happy, she's in the foyer thinking about Jason. Yep. So, Drew, it looks like you're setting yourself up for failure, bruh. But at least you got good old Kim Nero to fall back on. Um, at this point, like I said, I don't even want seeing with Jason. The way she treated him, I don't want him with her. And he's being overly generous to her. Like he's allowing her to keep the penthouse. He said you can have it. The company, he was like, her and Drew can have the company, which I already knew. That was predictable. I knew he was gonna let them have that stuff. He was gonna take everything else back, but the penthouse, the company, he didn't want that stuff. He didn't care about that stuff. He definitely didn't want his son moving out of the penthouse that he's lived in for the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, hold up, 5 years. So you mean to tell me they're not sourcing Danny yet? They're actually aging him naturally? Hmm, that's a shock. Cause I thought they would at least age him up a little bit and say he was like 7 or something. You know how they do. But I actually sometimes like when they age kids up naturally. My only issue, like with the with the Swords and stuff, is with Cameron. I just feel like he should be Swords. I understand that they want to age some kids naturally, but they need to Swords Cam. I'm just saying because he should be older than Molly. He definitely should be older than Molly. And the fact that Molly's in college and he's still 12, 13. I said, no, he should be in college right along with Molly. He should be 2 years older than her, um, or at least a year older. But either way, he older than her. But I digress. I will say this. I'm gonna be nice and say that Franco and Elizabeth, I actually like the beginning part of their scene where they were playing the video game and stuff like that. Because that video game Franco was playing did look hot. That game looked hot. For the life of me, I always thought about getting a VR for my PlayStation 4. With the headset, with the thing on it. I was like, if I got that, that shit would probably give me a headache. Cause you gotta have the goggles literally all on your eyes. I was like, that will probably make my head hurt. But that game looked hot. I was like super pissed when Jason stopped by the house or whatever to give Jake his present. But before I get to that, let me just say it was actually good to see Jason and Jocelyn share a scene together, just the two of them. Because I was waiting for that. I was wondering when we was gonna get a Jason Jocelyn scene. I actually liked it. The girl Eden McCoy that they hired to play Jocelyn, her facial expressions look so much like Laura Wright. Like I felt like they casted her right. I said, yo, they casted the right young actress to play Carly's daughter because her facial expressions look just like Laura Wright, who played Carly, just like her. Like it's uncanny. You would think that that was her real life daughter. Like some of her facial expressions look just like Carly's facial expressions. I was like, yes, you are definitely a mini Carly. Like the way she act, the way she look, all around Carly. Kudos to the casting director and Frank Valentini, the producer, for hiring that girl because that was some dead right casting. Um, so yeah, Jake was just as soon as he came downstairs. Oh, I already got a father. I don't want to see you. I said, this little boy, you lucky I wasn't your daddy. I'm just saying. I listen. I understand he's confused. He grew to love Drew, and Jason's not trying to push Drew out of Jake's life. But the way he acted, you would have got a belt to your ass. I listen. I understand you're upset, but if a little kid talked to me like that, no. If you're old enough to talk back to somebody like that, you old enough to get hurt. I'm just saying. Elizabeth, she coddles him too much. Like, I'm sorry, but no, you would have got a belt. I'm trying to be sympathetic to the kid, but you would have got a belt to your behind. You would have got hurt, most definitely. You listen. You would have. I would have been old school with it. I would have told you to go outside and go cut me a switch. I would have. I'm telling you. I, listen, I would whoop him like I was Joe Jackson. I'm telling you right now. I don't like when kids talk back like that. I understand you. He has a right to feel the way he feel because of Drew and he got close to Drew. I get it, but you're not gonna catch attitude with me. And he brought him a gift. I would have took my gift back. I'm just now. You see the type of parent I would be. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying. Like I ain't with all that back talk. Like no. You know, even when my little cousins and them come around, they know not to talk back to me because I don't play that. Like you ain't. I don't care what you think you are. You may not be my kid. You could be my little cousin. Emphasis on the word little. You ain't talking to me like you crazy. You'll get hurt. I'm telling you right now. Two chops to the throat. Wham wham. You call DCF all you want to. They get hurt too. I'm just saying. You ain't talking back to me. Um, but I do like the way Jason handled everything though. I like it. You know, he handled it subtly as he does. And when Elizabeth told him that she was marrying Franco, I definitely like the way Jason handled that. He told her it's your life. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? He ain't talking about something, oh, but you do have to respect it. He ain't gotta respect a damn thing. First of all, let's get that clear. He don't gotta respect nada. He don't have to like it. He don't have to respect it. And he don't like it and he don't respect it. But at the end of the day, he doesn't really care because there ain't nothing he can do about it. So it's your life. You can marry the boogeyman for all he care. Go ahead. That's your life. You want to screw your life up? Go ahead. Go walk down that aisle and say I do. As soon as you say I do, that I don't. I'm just saying. Like, that's your life. Screw your life up if you want. By all means. Ain't got nothing to do with him. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it. Pew. I'll be right on up out of there. I wouldn't even care. Jason, he ain't even care. But Franco better be lucky that Jason is in a giving mood and he didn't give you a beat down because I know Jason wanted to. And I like the way when Franco said Merry Christmas, Jason just turned his face and ignored him. I said, yeah, I would have did the same thing. Don't speak to me, don't nothing. Because the mere, if I was Jason, the mere sound of Franco's voice would make me want to knock his teeth out. But I like the way Jason handled it. He didn't go off like he could. You know, first of all, he didn't want to deal with the legal situation, of course. You know, he just got charges dropped. So he ain't feel like spending no Christmas up in the jail. So I don't blame him for that. Um, so anyway, Franco get this little note from Betsy or whatever. There's no post date, no postcard on it. Like there's no return address on it or anything. So Elizabeth's trying to figure out what the note mean because she basically apologized, whatever. She hoping that Franco could forgive her and he could have peace of mind. I said, oh please. Franco's still lying to her about the fact that he allegedly pushed Drew down a flight of stairs when they were kids. The reason I say allegedly because I don't believe nothing that comes out of Betsy's mouth. She could be lying for all we know. You never know. She's lied plenty of times before. The heifer could be lying now. So anyway, moving on from that, Kevin and Laura are getting ready for their wedding. Um, Maxie at first was like, "Y'all not supposed to be seeing each other or whatever, superstition or whatever." I don't believe in all that gaga. In real life, I don't believe in superstition. I don't believe in all that foolishness. You ain't supposed to see the bride before the wedding. Listen, if I'm paying $100,000 for a wedding, I'm gonna slob her down before we even get to the I do's. I ain't spending all this money just not to see her before the wedding. If I'm paying all that money, I'm gonna see who I damn well please. Talking about superstition. I don't care about none of that bad omens and all that. I don't believe in that foolishness. I don't believe in that. So apparently, they getting ready or whatever, and Bobby come in here. I love the scene between Bobby, Lulu, and Laura, where they were reminiscing about the past, about how far they've come in their relationship. Cause I do remember she used to fight with Laura over Scott Baldwin. I remember that. I said I still can't believe that. Y'all was fighting over little Scotty Baldwin? Really? Y'all were fighting over Scotty Baldwin. That's who y'all was fighting over? I said, mm-mm, no. What woman in a right mind over Scott? Well, they were young and foolish. I just chalk it up to that, to being young and dumb. Scott Baldwin. That's what y'all was fighting over. And look at him 30 years later. Ain't near one of them thinking about Scott. 30 years later. Oh my God. That's some funny stuff right there. Scott Baldwin. Okay. Um, so apparently Lucas was going to the airport to go pick up Lucky and Spencer. I was like, now y'all know we not gonna see no Lucky and no Spencer. Why the writers try and play with us like that? Try and mess with our emotions? Cause they know damn well we all wanted to see Lucky and Spencer, but they knew they didn't have Lucky and Spencer. They knew that. I'm mad that Jonathan Jackson ain't coming back to the show. He could have at least made a guest appearance. I'm just saying. Jonathan Jackson could have at least made a guest appearance as Lucky. I'm just saying. Nashville is about to be canceled. It's on its last season. You could at least come back to the show for a guest appearance. Like for real. I wish Lucky and Lucas and everybody was there or whatever. So they get ready for the wedding, but now the priest who's about to marry them, his wife don't went into labor, so he gotta go. I said, damn. So they were thinking about calling off the wedding, but they got a Christmas miracle in the form of Leslie, Laura's mother. Because Leslie is ordained, I remember. She is an ordained minister, so she actually could marry them. I do remember she got ordained. But my whole thing is, any one of them could have married Laura and Kevin because all you gotta do is go on the internet real quick and it takes 30 seconds to get ordained. I'm ordained. I got ordained like 7 years ago when I was in high school. I became an ordained minister. It takes like 30 seconds. I became ordained literally in 30 seconds. I'm a minister. I can do funerals and weddings and things. I'm licensed. I should have been at the wedding. I could have married them real quick. Yeah, this stuff only take like 30 seconds. Nathan or Dante could have easily got on the phone and just tapped a few buttons, and in 30 seconds you could have became an ordained minister. You could have married them. Simple. Um, so yeah, so Leslie, I guess showing up or whatever, I guess to marry them, which is cool. I like the whole togetherness moment between all of them reminiscing. I'm happy for Kevin and Laura. You know, they have an experienced relationship, and I like it. So anyway, back at the Quartermaine Mansion, Ned. Ned is getting on my nerves. And y'all know Ned is my boy, but he getting on my nerves. Like the way he acted today, I was like, Ned, just slap yourself. Like, as soon as Drew walked into the door, Ned was like, we need to talk about ELQ. That can't wait until after the new year or something. Like, the company is financially stable. Like, it's making money. So, what's the issue? All he worried about is the distribution of the stock. Even Drew was like, can this wait? Like, I just walked through the door. Like, damn. Even Michael, everybody was getting annoyed with Ned today. I'm like, seriously, take the stick out your butt. It's Christmas. Stop being a Grinch. Soon as Oscar came in there, he was totally rude to Oscar, which further pissed me off. It was good that Jocelyn gave Oscar that book about Edward, so he could learn about Edward and stuff. And I'm happy that he's bonding with Scout and he's bonding with the Quartermaines and stuff. Getting to know them. But Ned was just treating him like a straight up, like he was treating him like he was the staff or something, like he was kitchen help or something. Like that's the way Ned was treating him. And I'm glad Olivia checked him. She was like, even though that's her husband and she love him or whatever, he's acting like an ass. And I'm glad that Olivia checked him. Like for real. Like your husband, you need to snatch him because he acting crazy. And I'm glad, Ned, he wised up and he listened to what Olivia has to say because at the end of the day, that boy is a child. He's a kid. And you're treating him like he's a grifter or something. He's a child. You treating him like like he after y'all money or something. He don't care nothing about y'all money. It ain't like him and his mother broke. Like I don't know what Kim's agenda is. I really don't. I don't really think it's money motivated. She is a doctor. I'm pretty sure she make good money. She's an OBGYN. Like I said, OBGYNs make a small fortune. Not even a small fortune. Like they make a fortune. Um, like I said, I don't know what her agenda is. Maybe it is money. I don't know. I haven't seen anything to say that it's money related. From what I've seen, they live pretty comfortably, so I don't think it's money. But I don't trust the woman. I know she's up to something, but in due time we will find out. Um, I think what she's up to is probably got something to do with Drew and Sam more than likely. Probably trying to come between them. Because with Sam thinking about Google eyeing over Jason, I'm pretty sure it's going to come into play at some point where her and Drew are going to connect. But anyway, I'm glad that Ned saw the error of his ways, and him and Oscar bonded over their love of music and stuff like that, which was cool. And they all stood around and sung a Christmas song and stuff. I thought that was pretty. It was dope. I liked it. Um, it was a pretty cool Christmas episode. I like it. Tomorrow though, I'm gonna go in tomorrow. Aunt Stella acting a fool. I'm gonna go in tomorrow. I am. Nell looked like she fainted. Tomorrow I think gonna be way better. I think, but I like this though because it was a lot of familyness, togetherness. I liked it. Well, hit the comment section. Let me know what you thought about today's episode, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good day. Peace. Merry Christmas.